Alright, so now we're checking again to see if we didn't get this fixed. So now we need to close all of this wonderful stuff out and go back in and make sure I have audio. And I gotta double check myself through my own YouTube channel because that's the only way I can hear it. I mean, I see audio levels moving now, so I have to make sure everything's running. Hey, I got volume. That's the only way I can hear it. I mean, I see audio levels moving now. Alright. I got game audio. I got sound. Everything is tip top. I love it. Alright. So, let's just cut to the chase. So, the server's dead empty. There's absolutely nobody on here. There's nobody on this server right now. Some of the admins were on earlier and we were kind of screwing around, having a little bit of fun. But the servers are wiping tomorrow across all platforms. PC, Xbox, PlayStation, because of the major update that's coming up here tomorrow, as a matter of fact. So that's a big thing. So there's not a lot of people in the game right now. It's only just under 20,000 at last look, and there's usually upwards of 50. So the people that are still on here are the diehard players. So, oh wait, where is my primary? It's right there. What's it doing down there? It's supposed to be up here. Okay, so we're gonna come down here. Let's have a little fun. So this is a fun little toy to have on this server. If I can get it to spawn in. This is a tank. Yes, a tank on DayZ. This is probably one of the funnest things I've ever got to drive on here. Now there's one major pain in the ass about this thing is getting in here. I actually have to lie down. Come on. Oh, crouch. Lie down. Come on. Oh, now it's not gonna. Oh, is it gonna let me walk in? No. Come on, there we go. And you gotta crawl in. But once you get in past the turret, you can actually go back into a crouch position. Now this is the interior of the tank. It's got a gunner seat, which is just decoration only. You can't actually do anything up in here. Here's your ammunition box. You open up your tab key and it shows you how much ammunition you have. 200 rounds. Every time you spawn the tank, it comes freshly loaded with ammo, 200 rounds. So if you use it a whole bunch of times and run out of ammo, you just got to pack it up and redeploy it, and it's full. And obviously, hey, it's a little hard. You can't use the ports in any way to drive. You have to go third person to be able to see. And we close up the vents, and yes, this actually shoots live ammunition, and it decimates anything and everything around you. And if you're not careful, you can actually kill yourself. I did shoot rather close to myself. Thank God I was in the safe zone. And I actually got injured from it. So, all right. So we're gonna put on my earphones, which is gonna somewhat deafen the sound for you, because otherwise it is so loud. Here, I'll take the earphones off, and it is just, if you can imagine how loud it is, what it does for my ears. So, all right, let's go tool around real quick. We'll go take a trip out to my base. We might just end up flying out there. Ooh, That's surprising. A little bit of lag, and there's nobody on the server. So they used to have a lot of AI on here, a lot of roving patrols, as well as occupied chopper crashes with AI soldiers that were actually practically just, you know, aimbots, computered aimbots. They were horrible, as in they killed you all the time if you didn't have good cover. So, anyways. So, on that red roof right up there in front of us, that used to be my base. I got raided, and they actually got away with quite a bit, which is alright. You know, one rule about DayZ is you can't ever suffer gear fear. Because if you do, you'll never be able to enjoy the game. So, let's check out these tents over there, and you can see the crosshairs. Now the shot's gonna go way past it. That's one thing they didn't really do, is they didn't really fine-tune the shooting. See how far over, and it's gonna shoot way past. Trying to get a good one where you can see the explosion. There you go, right in front. Alright. And this thing really does act like a tank. Just with the turning radius. But one thing in DayZ, that this thing will decimate trees. It's like a portable or a mobile lumberjack in a way. But it doesn't leave you any resources on the ground as if you were cutting the trees, so. Alright, so let's come over here. We're going to head to the base real quick. Let's stop the engine. Oh, I got to open this before I try and get out. There we go. See, now that I'm out of the seat, I can actually crouch walk out. I don't have to crawl out. Thank God. And close the doors up. And we're going to pull up this neat little wrench, and we're going to pack the tank. And in case any of you are wondering what the server is, this is Wasteland. It's a real fun server, real fun. I enjoy it. The admins are wonderful guys. They're extremely active on here, and they're willing to help you out with almost anything. So, and a lot of the reason is because they want you to have fun on the server. All right, let's drop my heli down. I got a nice little bird here. And let's fly over to my base. And also, the zombies on this server are actually really tough, as opposed to a lot of other servers. They've turned damage up on those zombies. Oh, here we go. We're going to have a little bit of flying issues again. Come on. There we go. And I think it's just my keyboard. The keys that I need to use to be able to fly don't always work properly. Just like a jackass, I spilled some coffee, and it kind of sloshed over onto part of my keyboard. So, unfortunately, as much as I love this keyboard, it's RGB, so I don't have to have lights on to see what keys I'm pressing while I'm playing. And I'm just really attached to it. So, and if it's just this one key that sticks every now and again while I'm playing, so be it. So we're gonna head over here to just past the No Name Castle, or just kind of right over past Corona Castle is where we're going. And we'll just land over there at the base and take a quick tour, and then I think we're going to end the stream there. Because like I said, this is just a quick test stream. I just wanted to see how it was going to work. I finally managed to deauthorize Twitch and get YouTube put in here. I'm going to do Facebook as well. But unfortunately, these platforms are kind of greedy in a lot of ways. They don't let you stream on multiple platforms. So like Twitch will not allow me to stream on YouTube at the same time, which is just kind of stupid. And we'll cut the engine off. There we go. And my base is that barn right up there in front of me. The flight operation on here is kind of touchy at times. I don't have an auto hover on this mod, so it's sometimes, or a lot of times when you come down for a landing, unless you're coming in really controlled, you'll just bounce off the ground, and who knows what can happen. It can be quite dangerous, and it can kill you, especially if you have a lot of gear on you. They can just get ruined. So, word of advice: once you pack your vehicle back up, your auto ticket, which is what you get when you buy it, will be on the ground. It does not go back into your inventory. So don't forget to pick that up, which I have done, and 20 minutes later remembered it and tried to run back and couldn't find it. So it's very important. Admins will not reimburse you for stupidity. Just so you know. Okay, there's my base. It is a barn that is here aesthetically. There's my flag. This base is 100% concrete and metal. Every bit of it. And I got quite a few airlocks. And I don't care if you see it, because, wrong door. Because it's going to cost you a shitload of explosives to get in here. Oh, wrong door. Close. There we go. And this is the base. It's really nice when it's dark. I've got lamps in here, old school candle lamps that really illuminate this place really nicely. And phonograph, big safe, and then I have an upstairs area that has a few more gathering tables for the stones and the gems, gun racks, and hey, there's my bed. Not that I ever use it. It's not like I need a lot. A lot of cool things, though. They have introduced virtual storage barrels. And they all have 500 slot. And you close it up, and basically the items inside the barrel, they disappear. And then they'll reload once you open the barrels up. And they want you to make sure that when you're done with the barrels, before you leave your base, you close them all up. And the reason is to hope in reducing the lag that's created by these bases on the servers. So whenever someone goes driving by or flying over, they don't hit these big lag spikes, which may cause you to crash. These are the gun display boards. The one on the left, the dark gray, is the old school. You can put the guns on there, and they're visible whenever they're on there. This is the new one, which open and closes. It's a virtual gun storage, and when you open it, the guns load in, and there they are. Got an alligator and 2 SVDs, nothing special. So then you close it, and boom, there they go. And then they also have my all-time favorite scope on this server. This is a ER11 scope. And I will look through it right through here. That number on the right cross, or the left crosshair, is a range meter. Shows you your range. Also shows your altitude and your angle of fire. And then it has one other special feature. Unfortunately, I can't share it because there's no one else on the server. But just to the left of your altitude and your angle, if your target, regardless if you're ranged properly, if you are on your target, red light will turn on to indicate that you are on target for whatever you're shooting at. It's kind of like a little cheater light. As long as you have your ranging down, which you adjust, if you look at the bottom left corner there, where it shows the gun single fire, and then the distance that my scope is ranged at is 100 meters, and I can adjust that by page up and page down. So as long as I have that down just right, I can go outside and actually I can arrange something a little bit better, probably, huh? Ooh, that's the one drawback, is sometimes you get frame raped, or you lose frames by using that scope, and you get a little bit of you get some juddering, some video juddering here, video lag as you call it. And it's just that sometimes it just has a hard time catching up because you're scoping in so quick, and things have to load at a different rate. It fucks it up sometimes. So, but there we go. But there's some barns down here. We'll just scope in real quick. Just down there through the trees, you can just barely see them way down there, but with the scope, you can just make out one of the fuel tanks, and if you look at the scope, just about 500 meters, as long as my sniper breath holds. 498 meters. So as long as I have my ranging right for adjusting my shooting, I'll hit it, no problem. And with the red light on, that assures me I'm on the target of the person I want to kill, and I'll get him every single time. I've never missed a shot with that scope, regardless of the gun. But the type of gun determines whether it's a one-tap or if you got to shoot him a couple times. So this Chaytek, that's pretty much a one-tapper, man. You get hit with this thing, it's all done. It's lights out. So this is a fantastic. A lot of players like the Intervention, which is pretty much the same gun, just a different barrel design. And and the next favorite thing I have on the server are the night vision goggles. Now, they're not the typical night vision goggles, and I'll show you why. There we go. These are daylighters, or what they call Aurora night vision, and basically just turns your nighttime into daytime by putting them on. No more ugly green to look at. I don't know if I have a regular pair on me to give you a comparison. I might. I think I sold them all. Actually, I think I have a helmet already rigged, ready to go with a pair on here. I do, right there. So let's take these. Oh, I need a battery though. I got plenty of batteries, that's for sure, right here. So let's take them off, hang them up, and we'll put these on and show you the difference. Boom. That's what the normal night vision on the DayZ servers looks like. Just a green hue. They have the full screen view with it. And a lot of the servers have changed the look to where it's like an hourglass or what I call a figure 8 look, where you get shading on the side of the screens to make it look like you're looking through a pair of binoculars. And it's kind of irritating, but they don't have that on here, thank God. So, anyway, so that's one awesome thing. And then they have these extra batteries that anywhere from 5 to 25% more power than the standard 9-volt batteries, that they have available. So, no, we got a full coffee bench. I have the full espresso machine and a coffee bean grinder, and I can actually make coffee or dare I say a latte in DayZ. So, but you got to go through the whole thing of steaming or roasting the coffee beans and grinding them up, and then put them in the press and filling it with water and steaming it and the whole 9 yards. So, anyways, just a fun little thing to have, you know. And then let's see, let's go outside. Now, for some reason, after I put these lamps up inside, they're for some reason not as bright as they should be, which is and I'm wondering if it's just because the way I placed them. Because I go outside. And let me turn these off. Oh, I've done the same thing out here. Normally it's beautiful and bright out here because of those lamps. Well, that's sometimes part of the graphics with DayZ. Shit happens. Alright. This does get a little old every now and again. I guess I don't need to worry about it. I'm not getting raided anytime soon with this place getting wiped. But, yeah, a lot of the new storage items in here. Some of the new crates. The big ass crate. And I've got this other one up here that I really like an old steamer trunk with the metal bands on it. Looks really cool. And then the garbage cans. You can, anything you don't want, rather than littering everything inside your base on the floor, you can put it in the garbage can, and once it's full, you can actually delete it. But the flags that we have, anything that you have in here, if you see at the top of the name, you see that white flag, that indicates that it's protected by the perimeter that the base flag provides you, so you don't have things despawning on you. So, you know, a lot of the crap that you throw on the ground, other than paper that you unwrap from the ammo packages, will delete. Oh, and they got Pokemon cards now, and you can unwrap it. Oh, I got 3 in that one. And then they've added a collection book. And you just combine the cards into the book. And boom. So, and they're going to, once you fill the book with all 151 cards, and then if you have them stacked with all 5 cards in each slot, including the energy cards and all of that stuff, you can sell it back to the admin. I don't know if they can do that in the trader, because I think the trader, it sells each card individually. But they're going to reward you for filling that entire book. I think it's 50 million. Because if you sell all the cards individually out of the book, it's like 45 million. And I think as an accomplishment, they're going to give you 50 as a reward. So that's a lot of grinding. And then they've got these. They got the DNA key cards in this server, as a lot of servers have. They have red, yellow, green, blue, and purple, and each color has a different degree of rewards out of the whether it be a room that you open or a lockbox. So whether it be weapons or a combination of things like that. Here's a gem sword that you can build, and it's basically a one-hitter on zombies. You hit them one time and that's it. And then they have these gems that you get off of the zombies that you kill, whether it be military or civilian. And you collect these, and once you get 10 of them together, which is pretty easy to do, there's 12 colors. 3 green, 3 brown, 3 purple, and 3 blue. Whether it be light, medium, and dark, I guess is the way to put it. And then once you get 10 together, you come over here to this table to turn them into an unpolished gem, which looks like... Oh, they're over here in this crate. Boom. Okay, and it turns it into a rough gem. And then once you get 5 of these together... Actually, I could probably just show you partial. I don't think I'm going to get 5 together. So I could just do some combinations to get at least 10 together, maybe. I've got a bunch of these throughout. Oh, and I got a bunch of Pokemon cards I gotta go through too. Hey! I probably won't have it. Oh, here we go. Okay, so then we'll take this dark green. And it's really fast how quick it allows you to do it. It's not like really slow. And then you get this rough emerald from that. And then once you get 5 of those together, and then it goes into a polished gem, which basically looks like a facet, kind of like a ring. Let's see, I don't have 4 of anything, so there's no way I'm going to be able to actually do a complete one. So, that's all right. This is all gone tomorrow anyways, so wish I could keep my bank account, but is that you moving or is that the wind? That is the wind. Jesus, it is windy out here today. Thought my dog was scratching fleas again and shaking the whole damn place, but no, we're getting gusts of 30, 40 miles an hour out there, so. And this is just some of the stuff. And now this is not a PvE server either. This is a PvP server. So you get to do all of this while getting shot at by other players while you're out there collecting and doing all of that stuff. So it can really be quite challenging. Now, you'll see that I have a lot of inventory room on my clothing. That is because I'm a VIP member. So as a VIP member, you get access to a special trader up at the trading post, or you can see where my vest says supporter, but the drawback is at nighttime, you can, like, if you can see the front of me, you can see me like a mile away. So I'm going to have to change that because I stick out like a billboard at night. So I'm going to definitely be changing that. So, but you get access to jackets and backpacks that have 1,000 slots on them, which is fantastic. Other than that, they do have the PMEX backpacks that have half the slot size, 500. And then other items that will have maybe 250 storage on it. You know, extra storage, because let's face it, you know, the vanilla storage that is available just for collecting weapons and the specialty items, whether it be Pokemon cards, the gems, the teddy bears, all the specialty stuff. You'll never have room to be able to do anything, because the second you're full, you're gonna have to trek halfway back across the map to get to your base to unload everything, and it takes the fun out of it. So that they give you that extra storage to be able to do that. So that it's nice to do that. Some guys look at that storage and go, dude, it's a waste of time. It takes the fun out of, you know, going out and looking for stuff and fighting to get it safety. And so, anyways, to which its own, I guess. So, all right. So, oh, and as far as these items, the lockers, the safe, anything that is closable, with the exception of the barrels and the gun racks, you can put you can lock it with a code lock. But keep in mind, if you get raided, a hacksaw, and I think it's 5 minutes of sawing time, they can break open to it. So, all right. Well, I thank you for not watching, because nobody watched this, and so on and so forth for this little test run. All right, cool. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna stream tomorrow once we go online live, and you can watch how bad I